Blue Raider Baseball is on the air. From the Blue Raider Network, it's time for the pregame show. Today's broadcast is brought to you in part by State Farm Insurance and agents Andy Womack and Trevor Haggard, Ascension St. Thomas Rutherford Hospital, Brannis & Associates, Las Casas Pharmacy, and Middle Tennessee Electric. And now, let's go to the ballpark.
Welcome into another broadcast of Middle Tennessee Blue Raider Baseball as the Raiders today will take on the Panthers of Florida International University in Conference USA. Three-game series here. First game will be starting in about 15 minutes from now. Dick Palmer along with John Callow. And John, it's good to be back home.
Oh, I bet. I was with you, at least listening to you the last weekend and then Tuesday.
You were the one, huh?
Oh, I don't think it was my fault. I don't believe in karma that much. But I was awfully glad to see us pick up that win in Dallas on Sunday. That was a big win, Dick.
It was, and especially after the way the first two games went.
Yeah, we won't even talk about those first two games. But here's the deal. Florida International has got a good record coming in, but, you know, they haven't played outside the state of Florida yet. This is going to be the first time they've gone north of, say, Jacksonville.
They have played on their home field a lot. They played on other fields in Florida against regional teams down there. But you're right, their first trip out of state, so let's make it a memorable one.
You know what? It's tough to go on the road in the conference, and I think the fact that we were able to come back and get that win on Sunday against Dallas Baptist, a nationally ranked team that had just embarrassed us for 2 days, the fact we were able to get that win against a pretty good pitcher, that's got to be a confidence builder.
So FIU comes in with a record of 17-9. They're 2-1 in the conference, while Middle Tennessee is 13-11. They are 1-2 in conference play. It'll be Trace Phillips going for the Raiders tonight, and Easton Marks, who is their best pitcher, will be on the mound for Florida International. Have more about those two a little bit later on. Right now we're going to take a break. When I come back, we'll be visiting with one of our newcomers, Blue Raider Hayden Miller. That'll be coming up next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Hey Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
Speaking with Blue Raider Hayden Miller before the Raiders open a 3-game series with FIU today. And Hayden, with the conference race underway now, we've got one under our belt. In a 3-game series, it's really important to get the jump and get that first game, isn't it?
It is. I think we're ready to make a statement this weekend to prove people like we're legit this year. We're ready to go and attack and set the tone early.
Yeah. Have you recovered from the long bus ride yet?
I took a lot of naps in that bus ride, played a little Mafia, but overall we're back and ready to go for the weekend.
You've probably been on longer ones than that, I would imagine.
100%. I think longest I've been is like 8 to 10 hours for a bus ride, so 4 hours is nothing too bad.
Piece of cake.
Exactly.
So you're from Connecticut, and I don't know if we've ever had a player from Connecticut here before. And you went to College of Charleston before coming here, so tell us about that journey, how all that developed.
Big thing was, starting out in high school, Coach Kevin Nichols actually recruited me from Charleston. We had a very good connection. We loved talking to each other about like hitting and stuff like that. And then the year he came here is when I went down to Charleston. Obviously, some things didn't work out down there. And then once I entered the portal, Coach Nichols reached back out and decided to come here because I visited the campus. I loved everything about it, especially the food, the barbecue, amazing in Tennessee. And then I love the culture here. And then starting the spring, I feel we have a great group of guys that are ready to compete and want to win.
You find our food down here a little different?
Really different. Love the barbecue, amazing. A lot better than up north, but overall, just love it.
All right, what do you like from up there that you can't get down here?
New Haven pizza. That's the big difference. You cannot beat Connecticut pizza.
Even better than the pizza on the bus the other night?
A little bit better than Domino's. Nothing crazy.
You started the season at third base. You've been in the outfield the last few games, and I guess they're still trying to find a place where you fit in best for the team.
Yeah, so obviously a big thing I preach is versatility, because if you're doing well and you want to be in the lineup, you have to have versatility in order to be successful, because the more versatile you are, the more you can help the team in many different ways.
Our listeners may not be aware of this, but you hold the distinction of hitting the first home run of the season for the Blue Raiders.
That's true, and it was very special because that was also my first collegiate hit, so I was very, very happy for it to be a home run opening day.
Tell us a fact about Hayden Miller that most people don't generally know.
I'll say I am born at Christmas, so sometimes people call me Baby Jesus sometimes.
Well, that is exactly what I was hoping you would say. So, enjoyed talking with you here. Let's go out and get us a win tonight.
For sure. Go Blue Raiders.
And that's Hayden Miller, a very personable young man, nice young man to talk to, and we enjoyed our conversation with him, John. And you missed this part of it, though. But I asked him what he missed most about being in Connecticut when he came down here, and he said New Haven pizza.
Oh, I didn't know New Haven pizza was a thing.
Well, apparently it is. So, anyway, it's the Raiders and the Panthers of Florida International today from Reese Smith Field. Happy to have you along. We've got 79 degrees.
Yeah.
Skies are, a few scattered clouds around. I call it mostly clear, and winds out of the southwest at about 10 to 12 miles an hour. Should help balls going out, but won't be that big a factor in the game today unless it really starts to get blustery here, which it tends to do at times.
Well, if at 9 miles an hour, that's kind of the low end. When it starts gusting, though, we're going to see some baseballs flying out of here.
All right, the umpires on their way to home plate. They will be Michael Thomas behind the plate. We've seen him before. Juan Garza will be at first, and Joseph Smith will be at third. Head coach Jerry Myers heading to the home plate area with his lineup in hand. Coach Myers in his third year as head coach here, and head coach Rich Witten in his third year as head coach at Florida International is coming, and they will exchange the lineups, and then we'll be ready to play some baseball. Right now we're going to take another break, and after this we'll be back. Starting lineups coming up next on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Grannis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Grannis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Grannis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders are winners in the classroom, on the field, and the courts. Richard Lewis here. I want you to win in real estate also. Buying, selling, auction here in Tennessee, or along the Gulf Coast, a second home, or investing. Give me a call to help start that winning process. 615-319-9981. Oh, I'm never too busy for your referrals. Richard Lewis, Exit Realty, Bob Lamb & Associates.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
So the two head coaches and the umpires still conversing at home plate. That conversation takes a little longer on game one of a series, John, because the umpires and the home coach have to explain the ground rules to the visiting coach, and I'm sure he's already aware of some of those. Before we look at the starting lineups, let's take a look at Conference USA baseball as it stands today. Dallas Baptist played at Abilene on Tuesday. Abilene won that game 7-1, Abilene Christian. Florida International played at Bethune-Cookman, and the Panthers won 9-1. Louisiana Tech defeated Grambling at home 14-6. New Mexico State was at North Carolina Greensboro, and they won on the road 9-6. Kennesaw State hosted Georgia Tech. Georgia Tech won that game 15-4. Western Kentucky played at Evansville. Hilltoppers won 13-3. Liberty hosted Virginia, and Liberty defeated Virginia 5-3. On Tuesday, Jacksonville State was at UAB, and Jack State won that game 4-1. And Sam Houston was at Texas. The Longhorns took that one 13-3. And, of course, the Raiders played Tuesday at Southeast Missouri and fell by a score of 8-5. So that's the way the games earlier in the week went. And then in conference play tonight, Dallas Baptist is at New Mexico State. Kennesaw is at Louisiana Tech. Liberty is at Jacksonville State. And Sam Houston is at Western Kentucky, and that game started around 4 o'clock this afternoon.
That game right now is gone to the 7th inning with Western Kentucky leading 6-0, Dick.
Okay, let's take a look at the Ascent Federal Credit Union Starting lineups. Ascend is the exclusive credit union of Blue Raider Athletics. Show your MTSU pride with every purchase. Visit one of their 28 Middle Tennessee branch locations. Ask for your MTSU debit card. Learn more at ascend.org. John?
Well, for the visiting Florida International University Panthers, leading off will be the shortstop, Alex Uloa. Batting second, the left fielder, Keyshawn Frett. Batting third, the first baseman, Brylan West. And in the cleanup spot, their DH, who is Andrew Ildefonso. Batting fifth will be the right fielder, Hector Candelas. Batting sixth, the catcher, Nelson Rivera Flores. Batting seventh, the center fielder, Austin Deering. Batting eighth, the third baseman, Samuel Fisher. And Kerry how did we decide we were going to say that?
Valentin,
right. Kerry Valentin, the second baseman, will be batting ninth. On the mound will be their regular Friday night starter, Easton Marks, and we'll get numbers on him as we get into the ball game. For the Blue Raiders, it'll be Eston Snyder leading off, playing center field. Clay Badalak in the number 2 hole is playing third base. Catcher Tyler Minnick bats third, and first baseman Brett Von Dolan will be in the cleanup spot. Batting fifth, left fielder Keaton Ray. Shortstop Matt Wolf bats sixth, and Brett Rogers, the right fielder, bats seventh. Batting eighth, the DH Nathan Brewer, and Cooper Clapp at second base bats ninth. On the mound will be the Raiders' Friday night starter Trace Phillips.
All right, there they are, starting lineups as the Raiders prepare to take the field. They're in their home white uniforms tonight with the royal blue numerals and royal blue lettering, blue caps. And FIU is in what, John?
Softball uniforms.
Yeah.
Those are, I think they're blue, kind of a dark blue with some stripes on them, maybe gold, I don't know.
Yeah, they're blue and gold, their colors, I believe.
Yeah,
so,
but the numbers look like they're white.
So we're going to take a 1-minute break before the first pitch, and we're about ready for the national anthem here. The Raiders are going to take the field, so we may come back in the middle of the national anthem, but we'll let you hear that if we do. Right now, 1-minute break on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Las Casas Drugs is a proud sponsor of Blue Raider Athletics, located at 4702 Las Casas Pike, just minutes from Murfreesboro. Las Casas Drugs strives to provide all of your pharmaceutical needs in that hometown atmosphere you deserve. Family-owned and operated, Las Casas Drugs offers free delivery, immunizations, drive-through window, gift shop, merchandise, and medication management programs. Come by and see how we can make a difference. And go Blue Raiders.
At State Farm, when home and auto work as a team, you score and save money. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let's work together to win big by saving money on home and auto. With the service you get from State Farm, you might think our car insurance costs more. I'm State Farm agent Andy Wama. Give me a call at 615-890-0850 and let me show you with discounts up to 40%. You may find it even costs less.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
Raiders are being announced position by position as they will take the field. So Middle Tennessee coming in here at Reese Smith Field, 12-7 on the year. And on the road, the Raiders are 1-4 for a 13-11 mark. And this will be the first home conference series of the season. Florida International 17-9, 2-1 in conference play. They're 16-6 on their home field, but as John told you earlier, they have not played a game out of the state of Florida all season. So this is their first trip outside the Sunshine State. We've got some some youngsters here tonight, teams. We'll tell you a little bit about that as the broadcast goes along. So right now we're going to enjoy with you, before first pitch, our national anthem.
Honoring America and celebrating its freedom and those to protect it. Please remove your hats and rise as one nation for the playing of our national anthem.
And we're going to have a first pitch here prior to the ball game. And it will be Jerry Stewart, a former MTSU student and U.S. Army veteran, served from 2003 to 2016 as a Patriot missile launcher operator and maintainer.
He's a little bit late. I'm sorry, Dick, go ahead.
Also served in the 269th Military Police Company of the Tennessee National Guard, currently president of the Student Veterans of America, MTSU chapter, active member of the Rutherford County Veterans of Foreign Wars, and is pursuing a degree in concrete industry management.
Well, he was a little late getting out because they forgot to give him a baseball.
That would help to throw out the first pitch, huh?
But they got that done, and everything's cool now.
Also,
we got a lot of baseball players in concrete management.
We do, and some of them are doing quite well, by the way, after their playing day is over. So we've got the high school team, John, from Hardin County High School in Savannah, Tennessee, is here. I wonder who they're here to watch.
Oh, well, let's see. Let me think on this a minute.
Blue Raiders second baseman Cooper Clapp is a graduate of that school, and the whole team is here with their coaches. And Cooper's dad is even here tonight, Stubby Clapp.
First base coach of the first place St. Louis Cardinals.
Yes, they have an open date today, so he drove down after the game last night in St. Louis and is going to be returning there in the morning, he told me, and said this is the first time he's gotten the chance to see Cooper play in person in a long time. So glad to have him here, and the Hardin County team supporting their young man Cooper Clapp, who's a graduate of that school. Raiders are out there defensively with Tyler Medic behind the plate. Clay Badalak is at third. Matt Wolf at short. Cooper Clapp at second. And at first base, Brett Von Dolan. In left field for the Raiders will be Keaton Ray. Eston Snyder will patrol center field. And Brett Rogers will be in right field. And on the mound, the right-hander Trace Phillips.
Trace Phillips making his sixth start. He's thrown 24 in the third innings, given up 14 runs, 12 of them earned on 29 hits, 7 walks, 32 strikeouts. He's got a 4.44 ERA, a 2-1 record. Opponent's hitting 284. I want to make sure I get, 284.
Which is outside. First pitch of the game in, what time you got, John?
I have got 6:09.
6:09 for the first pitch, which was a ball outside. Phillips' next delivery is hit into left field for a base hit. This is Alex Uloa. He is the shortstop, and he singles to left on the second pitch of the game.
The key for Trace Phillips is going to be finding his location early, and that's something that he struggled with his last two starts.
Batter is Keyshawn Pritt. He's their leading hitter.
Did you see that secondary lead that Uloa took down there at first base?
There's a swing and a miss. Strike one to Pritt. Pritt's hitting .344. Also leads their team in home runs with 8. Quick throw to first. They've got him. And Phillips picks him off. So that's a good start for Trace Phillips and the Raiders. And, John, you just mentioned that big lead that he had over there.
Well, he is a base stealer. He was been successful in 4 out of 6 stolen base attempts.
Pitches a ball to Fred. It's 1 ball, 1 strike.
So running was definitely on his mind.
Leadoff single, and the runner picked off first by Trace Phillips. Swing and a miss. Strike 2 to Fred. 1 ball and 2 strikes. That is the first pickoff for Trace Phillips this season. Raiders do have a total of 4 now, and a strike called on appeal.
Yeah.
Brett's tried to check his swing. He's called out.
Well, we know when we've seen Trace Phillips be good, it's because he's getting that slider over, and it fools them enough that they'll sit there and watch it. And that's exactly what happened to Fred.
This is Brylan West, the first baseman. Takes first pitch from Phillips, inside for ball 1. West hitting .306, has 6 home runs. He's a native of Tampa. And the pitch to him is a strike. And that one came in at 92, so it's 1-1. Most of these Florida International players, John, are from community colleges. Swinging a ball hit in the right center field. That one's well tagged. Smider's back at the wall. He will haul it in. And he was just to the left of the big scoreboard in deep right center field. I'd say that's about 380.
I'd say that's about right. And he was a half step from the wall, caught the ball, and met the wall with his next half step.
No runs, 1 hit, nobody left. We go to the bottom of the first inning. FIU, nothing. Middle Tennessee coming to bat. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Middle Tennessee Electric proudly supports the MTSU Blue Raiders, and we're proud to power the scoreboard lights at Reese Smith Jr. Field. When it comes to the electric service in the community, you can always trust MTE to do what's best for our members. We serve by providing affordable, reliable, safe electricity and outstanding member service. Here at MTE, we serve to make life better for our members and their communities. Visit www.mtemc.com to learn more. And that scoreboard, light it up, Blue Raiders.
Nothing is more expensive than a missed opportunity that could have changed your life. Maybe you're just graduating high school, or are working and need to earn a degree to advance your career. Or you aspire to be a leader, and a graduate degree can make that happen. Whether you're just starting out or retooling for the future, Middle Tennessee State University can help you get there. MTSU, the University of Opportunities.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom half of inning number 1. Raiders coming to bat. Defensively for the Panthers, Rivera Flores is the catcher. Fisher at third, Uloa at short, Valentin at second, West at first, Pritt in left field, Deering in center field, Candeas in right field, and on the mound will be the starting pitcher, Easton Marks.
Marks making his 7th start. He's thrown 28 innings. He's given up 8 runs, 7 of them earned on 18 hits, 16 walks, 38 strikeouts, 2.25 ERA with a 2-0 record. He has been really tough on hitters. 176 batting average against.
Yeah, that last warm-up pitch he threw was at 94. So Eston Snyder will stand in for the Raiders at 419 on the season. He is the second leading hitter in Conference USA. And Marks, with a slow windup, delivers the first pitch. It is over but low at 95 miles an hour for ball one. Snyder also has a streak of having reached base in 16 consecutive games. 1 ball, no strikes. There's a fastball in for a strike, again at 95.
It'll be interesting to see what his secondary pitch is, what he's throwing off speed. Is he throwing a changeup? Does he come back with a slider or even a curveball?
There was a swing and a tap foul at the plate. And that one a little bit.
Took a little bit off of the
87,
fastball.
yeah. So that may have been the slider, John.
Could be.
1-2 the count.
You don't normally see a slider at 87, but a good pitcher can do it.
Here's the pitch. And a tap to the left side. Third baseman charges, throws on the run, safe. He beat it out.
Yeah, that was a slow high hopper, and when Eston Snyder gets started, he is going to be tough to throw out on a play
That
like
just shows you what good hustle can do. Even a little tap to the infield. And the third baseman, I think, realized he had to get rid of it in a hurry, Fisher, and made a pretty good throw. But Eston just beat it out.
He beat it out by at least a step.
So a runner at first, no outs for Clay Badalak. Snyder, wants to run. He is second in the league in stolen bases with 17. Throw to first, and he's back.
Well, he doesn't need to get picked off. Did you see what the catcher just did, Dick?
No.
He walked out in front of the turf and rubbed his hand in the grass and some dirt out there, just kind of because it wasn't. That's ordinarily something you would do around the plate.
Badalak showed bunt, took the pitch high for ball one. Well, there's not any dirt around home plate.
There is not. So I think it's the same kind of thing that you do with a rosin bag.
Yep.
You know? Dry your hand off a little bit.
1 ball, no strikes. Throw to first, runner back. Glad to be back on our flagship station, WGNS, for this series. And the remainder of the Conference USA series, along with, I think, 3 other non-conference games. 1-1 the count. Took a little off and got it over for a strike, 1-2. Or 1-1, I'm sorry. 1 ball, 1 strike to Badalak.
You know, Badalak hits .435 with runners on base.
Has upped his average to over 300. He's at 317 coming into this game. Infield double play depth. Check swing, and the pitch is high for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike. Kevin Nichols coaching down at third. Ryan Huber at first. Got a nice crowd on hand tonight.
Well, that's because it's a great night for baseball.
Throw to first, and the runner back again.
You know, we kind of say that even when it's in the 40s.
I know you do, John.
But I'm serious tonight. It is a great night for baseball.
Florida International has their third baseman even with the bag. First baseman holding the runner. And the pitch is swung on and fouled out of play to the right. The count will go to 2-2 on Badalak. No score. We're in the bottom of the first inning. Marks with the pitch. Swung on, fouled out of play again. This one off to the left. Tyler Minnick waiting to hit next. Two balls, 2 strikes. to Badalak. Snyder leads at first. The pitch. Swung on line to right field. That's a base hit. That's going to go to the wall. Snyder's rounding second. He's on his way to third. They're going to wave him. Here comes Snyder. The throw to the plate is not in time. He is safe, and the Raiders lead 1-0.
Well, that was a close play to play at the plate. And he just kind of slid under and around the tag. And the umpire was right there on top of it. And we're not hearing anything out of the FIU dugout. So I guess everybody's figured out that was a pretty good call.
So for Clay Badalak, RBI number 16 on the year, he is at second with nobody out, and the batter, Tyler Minnick. Minnick takes the first pitch inside, ball one. Boy, Badalak, to me, looks like a different hitter since he moved up in that number 2 spot.
Oh, yeah.
He's really been banging the ball around. The pitch outside for a ball 2-0.
Well, you and I were talking about him a little bit before the ball game, and he is. I was thinking in terms of what we saw from him a year ago, when he was struggling to even get to the Mendoza line.
2 balls, no strikes to Minnick. The pitch takes the strike at 94 miles an hour. Good fastball.
Yeah, he had started, was a starter at the beginning of the season last year and just took himself out of play because he wasn't hitting. I think he ended up hitting, 175, something like that?
Yep.
Totally different hitter now.
2-1. Check swing. The pitch is inside. 3 balls and a strike.
Minnick likes to hit with runners on. He's over 400 with runners on.
Easton Mark looks good, comes set. And the pitch to Minnick is swung on, grounded to third. Fisher picks it up, looks the runner back, and over to first in time for out number 1 in the inning. Third baseman Fisher did exactly as I'm sure he was taught to do. You field the ball, you look the runner back to second base, and then make the throw. And the cleanup hitter, Brett Von Dolen, will step in. Brett hit number 11 Tuesday in Cape Girardeau. The pitch and a tap off to the pitcher, who's going to run to first base himself and make an unassisted putout.
Well, he was trying to make up his mind whether just to run over and touch him. And I think he realized that, well, if I do that, I might lose control of the baseball. So he went ahead and just outran him to the bag.
Yeah, that little tap was right down the first base line. And Marks was able to get there and make a play unassisted. So with 2 outs.
That's not a scoring you see very often, a one unassisted.
Runner Badalak goes to third. He's there with 2 outs for Keaton Ray. Keaton Ray, the left fielder. 268 his average. And Marks with the pitch. Misses outside for ball 1. 1 ball, no strikes. And that was another fastball. Takes a look at Badalak over at third, and the pitch is way outside for ball 2. That was nowhere close. 2 balls and no strikes. Marks is from Denver and is a transfer from the University of Nevada. So this is his first year at FIU. Pitch is swung on, popped up the right side. Second baseman drifting back into shallow right field. Had to make the catch over his shoulder.
That turned into an adventure.
And that's out number 3. But the Raiders scratch first in this game. 1 run on 2 hits. And 1 man left on base. We have completed one full inning. Middle Tennessee 1, FIU nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Tim Page with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates. Are you on the fence about selling your home? Feel overwhelmed at the thought of purchasing a new home? Well, it's time to get moving. For professional, personal real estate services, give me a call today and put me to work for you. 615-896-5656, or you can reach me at exitmurfreesboro.com. Let's go Blue, and I'll see you at the game.
Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
So we go to the second inning. Raiders leading by a score of 1-0. Florida National will have Adefonso, the designated hitter, to lead it off. Bats from the right side facing Trace Phillips, who now has a 1-run lead. Pitch is low and outside, ball 1. One ball, no strikes. Right-hander comes right back with a strike. And that came in at 90 miles an hour and was right at the knees. 1-1. Ball outside. 2 balls, 1 strike. So I told you about the Savannah High School team being here tonight. We've also got another youth team down below and one over sitting behind the first base side. It's foul to the screen, 2-2. I cannot tell you who those youngsters are. 2 balls and 2 strikes.
Just glad to have them all. Nothing like fun at the old ballpark.
Trace Phillips with the 2-2 pitch, hit on a sharp one hopper to short. Matt Wolf up with it over to first in time, and that is out number 1 in the second inning. Adefonso hit it sharply, but right at the shortstop, Matt Wolf.
Nice when you get a good hop, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. And the batter is Candeas, the right fielder, Hector. Hector drills one into right center. That one's going to get through to the wall, and he's on his way to second base. As the throw comes back in, and that is a stand-up double for Candeas. Only his second double of the season.
Off the wall, just to the right of the 365 sign. Off the Ascend Federal Credit Union sign underneath the scoreboard.
One of our sponsors.
Yeah.
Here's the catcher, Rivera Flores. That's from the right side. Runner at second, 1 out. And Phillips pitched to the plate. Taken for ball 1.
Ooh.
Rivera Flores hitting .250 with 1 home run. Phillips comes back in with a nice pitch on the inside corner for a call strike, 1-1.
That had a nice break to it. He needs to be throwing that pitch for strikes.
Checks the runner. And the 1-1 pitch misses outside for ball 2. 2-1. Rivera Flores is from Puerto Rico and is a grad student, a transfer from South Florida. 2 balls, 1 strike to count. Throw to second. The runner is back easily. Phillips wanted him to know he just hadn't forgotten about him out there. 2 balls and a strike. The pitch. Missed outside, ball 3. First 3-ball count that traces head on a hitter. So he's going to have to come in with 1 or else put him on. 3-1 pitch and hit in the air into left center field. Everybody on a long run. Eston Snyder on the warning track makes the catch, fires it in, and into third just ahead of the tag is the runner, Candeas, who tagged up at second. That ball was hit deep into left center field to the right of the big light tower.
Eston Snyder made that throw, didn't hit the cutoff man.
1 hop.
It was 1 hop to the bag. That is made that turned that into a lot closer play than I think Candeas thought he was going to be subject to.
2 outs and the tying run at third. The batter is Austin Deering, and he is Snyder's counterpart in center field for the Panthers. Takes a call strike. Deering, a left-handed hitter.
Big batter here.
Swinging a ground ball. Should be out of the inning. Clapp has it. Over to first in time. Deering grounds out second to first. That is all in inning number 2. No runs, a hit, and 1 left. We'll go to the bottom of the second inning. Middle Tennessee 1, FIU nothing on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
You're listening to MTSU Sports on WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the second inning. Raiders leading by a score of 1-0. So you had the binoculars on what?
That team in green are the Tennessee Talons.
Okay.
Talons. I guess I'm pronouncing that. Or Talons.
Travel ball team, I imagine.
And they are a very young travel ball team.
Yep. For the Raiders in inning number 2, it will be Matt Wolf to lead it off. Wolf, Rogers, and Brewer to face the right-hander Easton Marks.
What is this rumor that I'm hearing that you've somehow or another been enticed into doing some coaching at the Little League level this year?
Yeah, don't tell my wife that, though.
Okay.
Here's Wolf. And the call strike will start him off. Yeah, I got 2 of my players here tonight.
Oh, that's cool.
Matt hitting .291, grounds one through the hole. That's a base hit to right field. So both innings, John, have started with a leadoff single. That's the third hit off Marks. Brett Rogers will stand in. Back in right field. After sitting out the Tuesday game, he's hitting .328. Young man has a lot of speed and bounces one over second base. Second baseman has it, tries to backhand to throw to the was that the shortstop who got it, tried to backhand to throw to the second baseman, but that didn't work. That'll be an infield hit for Rogers.
Well, I thought he was pretty good, just get to the ball, keep it going through the outfield. That at least keeps the runner at second. But they had absolutely no chance of getting Matt Wolf at second base,
so
even
now,
with a good throw.
With first and second, no outs, John, I'm bunting right here. What do you think?
Well, with Nathan Brewer, I don't know. It's kind of an interesting conundrum.
First and second, no outs.
They think he might be bunting.
Well, he did show bunt.
The third baseman is playing in on the lip of the cutout.
Pitcher stepped off and threw to second. They got him to show his hand. Let's see if they take it off now.
I'll bet you they do.
Marks comes set.
No.
He's around the bunt, and they pitched out.
Yeah.
So that is ball one to Nathan Brewer.
That catcher's going to wear that dirt spot out.
He's just accustomed to some of that good Florida soil, which is sandy.
Oh, the first baseman playing in now.
There's a swing and a miss. They did take the bunt off.
Yeah, and if you're the first baseman, when you see that they've taken that bunt off and he is swinging like he's swinging, your life kind of flashes in front of you.
1 ball, 1 strike to count.
Playing behind the runner now. No, here he comes.
And it's outside for ball 2. 2 balls and 1 strike.
Now, that time they had the first baseman charging. Third baseman stayed back.
Because there's a force at third base if they can get the ball to him. Inside, and he did not show bunt on that pitch. So it's 3-1.
Yeah, the shortstop is playing back on the edge of the outfield grass, almost up the middle. No, maybe 2-3 steps to the left?
Yep. See what he does on 3-1. And the pitch. Well, he was going to swing away, but he took ball 4. So the bases are loaded with no outs here in the second inning. Raiders' number 9 hitter, Cooper Clapp, will come to the plate.
Let's see what his dad's going to do here. Hadn't seen his kid play for a while. Gets to see him bat here in the bottom of the second inning with the bases loaded, nobody out.
Cooper is a left-handed hitter. Pitch to the plate. Check swing. The pitch low and inside. Ball 1. Cooper hitting .231. Be a good time for his first Blue Raider home run.
Boy, wouldn't it?
Or even a little single to the outfield would certainly be nice. 1 ball, no strikes. Marks with the pitch. Outside, ball 2.
Just about anything except a ground ball back to the mound, a comebacker, or something sharply hit to either the corner infielders. You hit it to the second baseman is 4 steps into to right field. Shortstop is straight up the middle.
Not in typical double play formation.
They are not looking for a double play. And if he can hit it up the middle and get it past the pitcher, there's going to be a run scored here.
So 2 balls and no strikes to Clapp with the bases loaded and no outs in the second inning. Took a strike, took something off that pitch, although the board says 92. It didn't look that fast to me.
No, he
2-1.
Looked something more like a changeup.
Right-hander comes set. And the pitch. Outside, ball 3. 3 balls and a strike.
So 3-1. Guys having trouble throwing strikes. What do you do?
Look for one to hit.
Okay.
And the pitch. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, that's what he was doing.
So the count goes full to 3-2. Right-hander comes set. And the pitch to the plate is swung on and missed. Foul tipped into the catcher's mitt. That's a strikeout. And that's one out.
And now the middle infielders are going back to a more conventional alignment. You know, a lot of people in that situation would have played the infield in.
Very early in the game. So they're banking on scoring a few runs themselves.
I guess.
Bases loaded, one out. Eston Snyder, the batter, got an infield hit in the first inning. Marks with the pitch. Swung out, hit up the middle. Base hit. One run will score. 2 runs are going to score. The throw is coming in to second base, but not in time. Got past the shortstop, but the third baseman was backing up, so no harm there. But 2 runs score. Matt Wolf scores from third and Brent Rogers from second. Brewer goes to third, and Snyder, with the double, drives in a pair. He's at second base, and the Raiders lead it 3-0. And the batter is Clay Badalak, who drove in the Raiders' first run. And there's a ball hit sharply and a base hit into right center.
Drive in 2 more, Dick.
2 more runs are going to score. The throw coming into second is off the mark.
Boy,
and Badalak is in with his second straight double.
Dick, I saw him make that turn, and I saw the right fielder, and I said, that is certainly not deep enough to go to second on. But he went ahead, and the throw was not very good. So a couple more RBI there.
So the Raiders now lead it 5-0, and we've got a visit to the mound.
Yeah.
They don't have anybody in their bullpen right now.
Second inning on a Friday night and your best pitcher? No, that's not something that you would have in your bullpen plan, would it?
That is 6 hits now off Marks, and he is their number 1 pitcher.
Yeah, Marks coming in this game had only given up 18 hits in 6 starts, which is what, 3 a game? And we've already got 6. Wow. He's not having his best Friday night, is he? Let's keep pouring it on.
No, not by any means.
Let's get into their bullpen.
Here's Tyler Minnick. Tyler grounded out in the first inning. Clay Badalak, back-to-back doubles.
Still just 1 out.
Marks with the pitch and a check swing with a strike called. Tyler Minnick hitting .352 with 3 home runs. And has an RBI opportunity here. Long look by Marks. The pitch is over but low for ball 1.
They have now sent pitchers to the bullpen, but nobody throwing, just loosening. I have a feeling they're down there about 2 innings earlier than they might normally go.
1 ball, 1 strike to count. 4 runs in the inning for the Raiders. And fly ball into shallow left center. Center fielder over, and that is Deering. He'll make the catch for out number 2 here in the second inning. With 2 outs, the batter is Brett Von Dolen. His 11 home runs lead Conference USA. here early in the season.
And when he hits them, they are not cheap home runs.
Got one out at Southeast Missouri on Tuesday night. The pitch, high inside, ball one.
One of the ones he has hit here at home nearly got into the football stadium, didn't it?
Yes.
That's a mighty poke.
Marks looks back at second base, and the pitch swung on, hit in the air into center field. Right center. It's going to be the second baseman backing up into shallow right field to make the catch. And that is going to be all in the second. But 8 men come to the plate, and 4 of them score. 4 runs on 4 hits, and 1 man left. We have completed 2 full innings. Middle Tennessee 5 and Florida International nothing. You're on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, this is Brad Hopkins with Exit Realty Bob Lamb & Associates. Winning in real estate is a lot like football. Good coaching and recruiting a great team are the keys. I put together a team of lenders, inspectors, and home professionals to help you succeed. Let me coach you through this process and make sure you come out a winner. Whether you're looking to buy, sell, or invest, I am here to help you win. Visit BradHopkinsHomes.com or call 615-556-9239 to find out more.
Pepsi Zero Sugar has taken its flavor to the next level. A Zero Sugar Cola has never tasted this good. But we don't expect you to take our word for it, so we're putting it to the test, starting with me. My mouth is watering already, so I think we can skip the drum roll and get right to the main event. Cue the fireworks. We have an official best Zero Sugar ever. It's delicious, it's refreshing, and it's so good you'll need to try it for yourself. Trust me. Pepsi Zero Sugar. Zero never tasted so good. That's what I like.
The Blue Raiders are on News Radio WGNS.
So I think Mr. Cowell has been checking the D&J scoreboard.
We do have a final. We have a final up in Bowling Green. Western Kentucky 6, Sam Houston 0.
Okay.
Dallas Baptist is at New Mexico State. They don't get underway for another 15 or 20 minutes. And Kennesaw State is at Louisiana Tech, and Liberty is at Jacksonville State tonight. They both got underway at 6.
Batter Samuel Fisher, the third baseman, and takes the pitch, and that's ball 2 to Fisher. First 2 out of the strike zone from Trace Phillips here in the third inning. Fisher, a sophomore, 220 hitter. Bats from the left side. Phillips with the pitch, and that's in at the knees. Strike 1. 2-1.
Kennesaw State and Louisiana Tech tied 1-1. They're in the top of the 4th.
Swing and a miss, strike 2. 2-2. Fisher's the number 8 hitter in the Panther lineup. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Swung on a little tap off his foot, foul. The count will hold at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Down in Jacksonville, Alabama, Liberty is on top of the Gamecocks. That's 2-0 there in the top of the 3rd. And that should catch you up with the scoreboard. Brought to you by the D&J.
Pitch inside, 3-2 to Samuel Fisher. Sophomore out of the nation of Columbia, not Murray County. Pitch is foul back. Count holds at 3-2.
With an O instead of a U, right?
Yes. Has a little tap. That's going to be a
foul
ball
foul.
just outside the first base bag.
Yeah.
Valdolan was straddled first base when he picked that bouncer up, but it was foul. So Fisher will come back to the plate.
It hugged that line for about, the first 80 feet or so.
Fisher's in his second year. He's another junior college transfer for FIU. Pitch. Swinging a ground ball to second. Clapp up with it. Over to first in time, and that is out number 1 here in the third inning. And with 1 out, the batter is Valentin.
Second baseman number 7, Corey Valentin.
Corey Valentin, a junior. Bats from the right side. Phillips pitched to him high, gets past Minnick back to the backstop. Ball 1.
Minnick looked at his mitt like, what happened there? Got to watch the baseball into the mitt.
1 out here in the third. There's a strike. And it's 1 ball, 1 strike. Phillips a lot sharper than he was Friday night in Dallas. He got in trouble early in that game. Strike 2 called. 1-2.
Yeah, he's when he's good, he hits his spots. He struggles when he's having trouble locating. Looks like he's got the touch right now, though.
1 ball, 2 strikes the count. And missed the inside corner. 2-2. Trace only went 2 1/3 in his last start against Dallas Baptist. Gave up 5 runs, 6 hits. Swinging a foul down the right side. Von Dolan going over, but he'll watch that one drift out of play. And the count will hold at 2-2. Trace Phillips.
Light's starting to take effect here at Reese Smith Field.
2-2 pitch. Swung on, popped up. Shallow center field. Snyder coming on. And he's going to take it in very shallow center field for out number 2. 2 up, 2 down. And the batter will be the leadoff man, the shortstop, Uloa.
Well, you were talking about that performance last week in Dallas for Trace. And in those first 2 innings, where he got in trouble is when he had 2 outs.
There's a ball slam and picked up by Badalak. Throws to first and got him. What a play.
Yes.
A backhand stop by Clay Badalak at third and gunned him down at first.
Brett Von Dolan, a good job at the bag, helping him out on a throw that was in the dirt and wide.
That one looked like a hit all the way from
sure
up here.
did.
3 up, 3 down, nothing across in the third. We'll go to the bottom of the third inning. Middle Tennessee 5, FIU nothing on the Blue Raider Network from Ben Wagner.
When the arena lights dim for a concert, or when the crowd becomes one at a big game, you can almost feel like you're the biggest fan. But who's your biggest fan? It's the person that will get you home safely after a night of drinking. It's the person who looks out for your life to make sure you leave the stadium with someone sober. This could be a designated driver or someone who offers to get you a ride share. Because in Tennessee, fans don't let fans drive drunk. Brought to you by the Tennessee Highway Safety Office, a division of the Tennessee Department of Safety and Homeland Security.
Hey, Blue Raider fans, we know life comes at you fast, but with the right insurance, you'll always be covered. Whether it's home, auto, or life insurance, your local State Farm agent, Trevor Haggard, former MTSU baseball player, is here to help you protect what matters most. Give him a call at 615-203-5522 and find the right plan for you. Like a good neighbor, State Farm and Trevor Haggard are here to help. 615-203-5522.
Rutherford County's MTSU station, News Radio WGNS.
We go to the bottom of the third inning. First Vision Bank is a proud partner of MTSU Athletics, and they are the official strikeout partner this season. Don't strike out on your banking services. Visit First Vision Bank, providing more power to your business. So Trace Phillips, through 3 innings, has one First Vision strikeout. And thankfully, no walks. Leading off for the Raiders in the second inning, Keaton Ray.
That makes all the difference for him.
Pitch is swung on and hit in the air to center field, fairly deep. Center field is backing up. He's near the warning track and hauls it in for out number 1. 1 out in the third.
If you don't hit that to dead center, that's out of the ballpark.
So the batter will be Matt Wolf. Had a sharp single in the second inning to start that 4-run second inning for the Raiders. Easton Marks, the right-hander, with the windup of the pitch, and it's a strike on the outside corner. Coming in at 94 miles an hour. 0-1. Outside for a ball, 1-1. This guy has a very slow, deliberate windup, John.
Yeah. And it's, we were commented on that fastball that he threw at 92 that looked like a changeup. We were fooled by his arm action, I think.
Pitch is high, ball 2. 2 balls and a strike.
We got a final from across campus in the first game of that doubleheader. Lady Raiders are winners 5-4 over Kennesaw State.
All right, good news. 2 balls and a strike, the count to Matt Wolf. The pitch outside, ball 3. 3-1. So Marks has walked 1 batter, but he's been getting behind in the count a lot and having to come in with pitches, and the Raiders have been hitting them. 3 balls and a strike.
Raiders know how to hit a fastball.
Pitch is low, ball 4. Second walk given up by the right-hander. And with 1 out, a runner at first. Brett Rogers will stand in. Rogers singled up the middle. That was the ball that the shortstop got before it went through to the outfield, but could not get the force at second. Wolf leads at first, draws a throw, gets back in time. And again, the Panther infield set in double play position. Pitch is a strike to Rogers, 0-1.
I think that pitch fooled Rogers a little bit. He kind of was jumping out of the way, and I don't think it broke quite like he thought it might.
1 strike to count.
Stayed in on the plate.
Wolf leading at first. And the pitch. Off the pitcher's glove and into center field. Wolf will turn and head for third. As the throw comes back in, the Raiders have him on the corners with 1 out.
Boy, he hit that ball hard right back up the middle. And if
I thought it glanced off the pitcher's glove.
Yeah, it looked like it did to me because it once it got past him, it took a high, like it had been diverted.
That is hit number 7 for the Raiders.
If he got his hand on that glove, on that ball, it was only a reaction. It didn't have anything to do with trying to catch it. He didn't have time to react like that.
Here's Nathan Brewer. Took it high and inside for ball 1. Brewer drew a walk in that big second inning when the Raiders scored 4. Rogers at first. Matt Wolf at third. The pitch is foul back, yet it's 1-1.
Some stirring around in that bullpen down there, but nobody throwing yet.
I'm sorry, that was ball 2.
2-0. Walk him. Get those bases loaded.
Throw to first, the runner back.
That's what he did back in the second inning, isn't it? Loaded the bases and
pitch. Drilled foul down the right field line.
That's one of those that he just got out in front of.
2 balls and a strike.
That just shows you how little karma I can add to the equation, Dick.
Exactly.
I was willing that to be a fair ball all the way, and it didn't work at all.
Long look by the pitcher, Barks. The runner started to go and then came back. The pitch was ball 3. So it's 3-1.
This might be a good count to run on if you're going to run.
Throw to first and a runner back. Right-hander comes set. And the pitch. Swung on and hit into right field and deep, way back, and gone.
Well, we're not going to load the bases, Dick.
That was a high drive and might have gotten a little help from that south wind, but
not I don't think so at all. Look at that. No, that's a home run all the way.
3-run homer for Nathan Brewer. That is his 5th home run of the season. And the Raiders now lead it by a score of 7.
That's not right. It should be 8. All right, then we scored 1, 4. That's a 3-run homer, not a 2-run homer.
Yeah, I believe you're right. Five and 3 will add up to 8 just about any day of the week.
Yeah.
Here's Cooper Clapp. First pitch to him is a strike. Takes the next pitch high for ball 1. 3-run homer, Nathan Brewer.
In his 6 previous starts, Easton Marks had only given up 8 runs, 7 of them earned. We've already hit him for 8.
Strike called. It's 1-2. Strike call, and Clapp called out on strikes. That one caught the outside corner. That's the second out. And the leadoff batter, Eston Snyder, will come to the plate. Two doubles and 2 trips. Pretty good start for the night's work.
Somebody finally got the scoreboard straight on those runs.
Strike called. So it's Eston against Easton. And Eston drives one into right field that is going to be hauled in by the right fielder, Candeas. And that will retire the side in inning number 3. 3 runs, 2 hits, and nobody left. Totals after 3, Middle Tennessee 8 runs, 8 hits, no errors. FIU, no runs, 2 hits, no errors. Raiders lead it 8-0 as we go to the fourth inning on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
This is Chip Walters, and I'm honored to be your 2024 MTAR Realtor of the Year. I'm with Exit Realty Bob Lamb and Associates, and like many of you, I've seen the real estate market shift and change. People often ask, Chip, what's really going on? Well, that's a great question, and I believe in answering with solid, factual data. So let's cut through some of the noise. I invite you to reach out. Let's have a conversation about your real estate goals and the current market trends in your neighborhood. You can find all my contact information at choosechip.net. Will Fraley, attorney at law, has experience you can count on. Former Blue Raider baseball player and MTSU alum Will Fraley serves Murfreesboro and the surrounding communities. Put a strong and experienced legal fighter on your case. Give Will Fraley a call, and he can handle all of your legal matters, including criminal and domestic or family law. Visit willfraleylaw.com or call 615-410-7290.
The Blue Raiders play here. News Radio WGNS.
Trace Phillips takes the mound. Must be feeling pretty good right now, John.
Well, I just hope he didn't have to sit on that bench too long.
His teammates have given him an 8-run lead, and the batter is Brett, the left fielder. He is their leading hitter. Phillips struck him out in the first inning. First pitch to him, misses for ball one.
Didn't miss by much.
Keyshawn Brett, 344 average coming in. Outside for ball two, 2-0. That pitch misses, 3-0.
He's been right on the plate with all three of them.
The misses haven't been by much. There's a strike, 3-1. This guy must really stand close to the plate or lean in, because he leads the league in being hit by pitch.
Well, we could do something about that.
There's a strike, and it's 3-2.
You can see his front feet better than I can, because I've got an umpire in the way, but I think he is right on the
strike three call. Plate umpire rung him up on a
that was a late call.
Delayed call.
Yeah.
First baseman number 33, Brylan West.
But
so that is out number one in the fourth inning.
And Fred was already 3 steps towards first base.
Second strikeout, and that's the second time Brett has gone down. First pitch is a strike call to Roland West, the first baseman. No balls, 1 strike.
I tell you what, that's a nice piece of pitching for Trace Phillips to come back for a 3-0 count and get the strikeout.
Pitch swung on, grounded through the hole into left field for a base hit. So West comes up with a base hit to left. That is the third hit off Trace Phillips.
Designated hitter number 30, Andrew Ildefonso.
And with 1 out, the batter is Ildefonso, the designated hitter. Grounded out to short in the second inning. Phillips with the pitch, and it is a strike on the outside corner.
Looks like he's hitting those spots now. West doesn't appear to be much of a threat to run.
1 strike pitch, smashed, and Matt Wolf got the glove on it, slowed it down as that ball was headed into left center.
That might have kept the runner at second base.
That's what I was thinking. So back-to-back hits have runners at first and second with 1 out.
Right fielder number 17, Hector Candelas.
4 hits now for the Panthers, and the batter is Candelas, the right fielder. He doubled in the second inning. Phillips' pitch to him is outside for ball 1. Infield double play depth for the Raiders. Now with runners at first and second. And 1 ball, no strikes to Candeas. Missed the outside corner, ball 2. 2-0. Candeas from San Juan, Puerto Rico. Another junior college transfer. All 3 is high. 3 balls, no strikes. Now this is his second year with the Panthers. Hit over 300 last year for them. And takes ball 4. So 4 straight out of the strike zone. I think we might have a visit to the mound in order.
No.
Haven't seen anything yet. Bases loaded, 1 out. The batter is Rivera Flores, the catcher.
Now they're sending Tyler Minnick out to talk to him.
So Minnick will pay a visit to the mound.
Want to talk about how you're going to play the defense here.
Matt Wolf, the shortstop, will come in to join in the conversation, and now we're ready to go. Flores flied to center field in the second inning. He is a transfer student from South Florida. Now we're ready. Bases loaded, no outs, or 1 out.
There's a strike.
Strike 1 called. Phillips just needed to settle down a little.
Yep. Double play could get him out of this this jam.
Hit into right center. That was trouble. Snyder picks it up, fires it in. They're going to score 2 and make it an 8-2 ball game.
Heston Snyder able to get over, though, and cut that ball off before it got through to the wall. And that held up that runner at second base. Or at first base, rather. I'm sorry.
Yes.
So first and third. That could have very easily, if that had gotten through the wall, that third run would have scored.
That was a very long single. Here's Deering. First pitch to him is a strike called. So a 2 RBI single for Flores. Puts the Panthers on the board. It is 8-2. 1 strike to count to Deering. Phillips with the pitch outside. 1-1. It's 3:30 down each line here at Reese Smith Field. 395 to straightaway center. 365 to left center and right center. Swing and a miss. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The big scoreboard is in right center field behind the outfield fence, just at the 365 sign.
Deering way out in front of the changeup.
Phillips with the 1-2 pitch. High, 2-2. Three hits in the inning, all singles for the Panthers. Swung on a ball, hit to right field. And Rogers going back. He'll have to play that one off the wall.
Yeah, 1 hop the wall. They
may have the runner at second. He's out at second. Rogers to Matt Wolf, who put the tag on Deering coming into second base. He'll get credit for a single and is out trying to stretch it.
Gets an RBI. That ball 1 hop the wall. Rogers did a really nice job of playing it off the wall. Good strong throw. And
over to third went Flores.
And we've got a mound visit now.
So now it is 8-3. 4 singles in the inning. And
Austin
two
Jerry.
of those should have been doubles. Really.
Yeah. Or could have been doubles.
Coach Myers with some words of wisdom to his pitcher.
Yeah.
Goes back to the dugout, and Samuel Fisher will be the batter. The FIU coach is still questioning the call at second base. But here, John, there is no review opportunity, so it's up to the umpires.
Yeah, and I thought it was a good call. And I think that's what they've just told him. It's a good call. Well, they're going to talk. They never overturn these, do they?
Probably going over their dinner plans. So now after that throw nipped the runner at second, it will be a runner at third with 2 outs. 3 runs are in here in the inning, and it's 8-3.
And Collins upheld.
Third baseman number 14, Samuel Fisher.
Fisher grounded out in the third inning. He is 0 for 1. And the left-handed hitter takes the pitch from Phillips outside for ball 1.
He's been pitching deeper into counts this inning, Dick.
Low for ball. 2 balls, no strikes.
Still just the 1 walk, but having to throw too many pitches.
Swung on and drilled and over the head of our second baseman in the right field.
Well, if he had been about 6'4", that would have been a line drive. And another single.
And another run in. So it's now 8-4.
Second baseman number 7, Corey Valentin.
And here's Valentin.
He's the 8th batter of the inning.
He flied out in the third. He's the number 9 hitter in the order. Phillips pitch, swung on, hit into left center field. That one's deep. And
Snyder caught it.
Snyder again on the catch right up against the wall. That was near the 365
right.
sign.
Yeah, just to the right of the 365 sign. Wow.
4 runs in the inning. On 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 hits. And 1 man left. So we will go to the bottom of the 4th inning. It's Middle Tennessee 8, FIU 4 on the Blue Raider Network from Van Wagner.
Today's game is brought to you in part by proud partners of Blue Raider Athletics, Granis & Associates, certified public accountants. They provide a full range of tax preparation, accounting, and bookkeeping services for both business and individual needs. That's Granis & Associates. Give them a call at 615-895-1040 or visit Granis & Associates online at gcpas.com.
Not feeling well and need to see a doctor? Find the care you need now at Ascension St. Thomas. We're here with 24/7 ER care, same-day care, and walk-in urgent care for broken bones, sprains, allergies, sore throats, and more. Visit ascension.org/St. Thomas Care to get the right care at the right place at the right time. Serving Middle Tennessee State University, Murfreesboro, and surrounding communities.
WGNS, the flagship station for Blue Raider sports.
We go to the bottom of the 4th inning. Well, the Raiders' lead, John, has been cut in half, so we can't sit on this. We've got to keep adding on.
We do. You know what? An 8-0 lead is never safe in college baseball. It just isn't. Well, they're underway out in Las Cruces. Dallas Baptist retired in the top of the first. New Mexico State has just scored, so they're up 1-0 with 2 outs in the first.
Clay Badalak fouls off the first pitch. We're underway in the fourth. Clay has doubled in his first 2 at-bats. Gives him now 7 two-base hits on the season. Takes a ball outside, 1-1. Easton Marks got roughed up in the first 3 innings by the Raiders, who would like to continue that hit parade. 1 ball, 1 strike. Outside, ball 2.
Yeah, in the bottom of the fourth down in Jacksonville, Alabama, and Liberty's still on top 2-0 in that ball game.
2 balls and a strike. And the right-hander's pitch over but low for ball 3. Marks has just been consistently behind in the count tonight. 3 balls and a strike.
Which is not his MO at all.
And the pitch. Check swing. That one's in for a strike. And it's 3-2.
Over in Ruston, they're tied 1-1 at the top of the fourth inning. That's Kennesaw and State and Louisiana Tech.
Full count to Clay Badalak. Pops this one up, left side. Everybody on a long run. Third baseman is going to take it. And foul ground over near the Panthers dugout. And that is out number 1 here in the fourth. So Badalak fouls out to third.
Hoping that one would float a little bit more.
It's the first time they've gotten Clay out tonight. Here's Tyler Minnick, who's 0 for 2 as a ground out and a fly out. Marks, the right-hander, delivers, and the pitch is high, ball 1. And a right-hander throwing in the pen for the Raiders. One ball, no strikes, and the pitch. Swung on, hit in the air into right center field, and not quite deep enough.
About a step and a half short of the track.
So the 2 outfielders converged out there. I did not see which one caught the ball.
Right fielder got that one, Dick.
So that would be Candeas with the catch. That is out number 2. And the batter is Brett Von Dolen. Brett 0 for 2. Tried to check his swing, couldn't hold back, and it's 1 strike. He's popped out and grounded out. 1 ball, no strikes to Von Dolen.
That's Ollie Aikens thrown in the Raider bullpen, Dick.
A swing and a miss, and it's 0-2.
And Ollie, just as soon as we recognized him, took a break. Now I think he's going to get back up and throw some more.
There's a ball, 1-2. And the pitch. Strike 3 called, and everybody knew that. Even the batter, Von Dolen, took strike 3. So that is all. A 3 up, 3 down, 4th inning. And